If you're concerned about the coronavirus and you call it the Wuhan or the Chinese coronavirus, unless you're a Democrat or CNN, you're immediately branded as a racist and a xenophobic, according to CNN. Let's discuss. This is my first thoughts. So last night, Trump gave a speech to reassure Americans and institute some new policies to help protect the American people. And I celebrate this. I appreciate him taking this seriously. And the facts of the matter is that he has responded earlier and more decisively than, let's say, previous presidents did during outbreaks of pandemics. But of course, CNN decided to call it racist and xenophobic because he called it the Wuhan or the Chinese coronavirus and talked about the slow response of the Europeans. And it's incredibly frustrating because CNN has, they were the first to call it a pandemic. They have been undermining the president. They have been undermining the economy the whole way. They are working to create hysteria and drive down the economy with the thought, I believe, of building up the Democrats for the November elections. I believe they're hoping for the coronavirus to kind of burn out a little bit and then revive right before the election. But Tucker Carlson, in his program, did a really nice job of compiling some CNN videos where on February 9th, February 26th, February 6th, January 24th, February 9th again, January 26th, and January 24th, they called it either the Wuhan or the Chinese coronavirus. But suddenly, because Trump has said that it's the Chinese coronavirus or that it's coming in through Europe and they responded to slowly, suddenly that's racist or xenophobic. This is a network that is not interested in protecting the American people. They're not interested in the facts, the figures, and the response to a deadly disease. They're interested in tearing down Trump and trying to weaken him and embarrass him. And it's shameful. It truly, truly is. You can look here on the CNN website, right at the top, Trump sparks chaos as crisis worsens. Down here, Trump scapegoating coronavirus because he said it was a European response. The fact of the matter is Trump has responded decisively, and he's assigned the vice president and others to address it for quarantines and for policies. There's school closings. We have responded very, very, very well. But he, the president, has tried to respond with a reassuring voice of, look, there's not much to worry about. Let's all take some basic precautions. But what the mass media has done, the marketing arm of the Democratic Party has done, is to say that because people in the Trump administration are saying one thing and Trump is saying something different, that suddenly there's a disconnect and he's not taking seriously. No, he's actually being the president. He's actually trying to reassure the American people. While the stock market crushes, he's trying to reassure the markets. So what's the lesson we learn from this? It is that if you are the Huffington Post, MSNBC, CNN, and you call it the Wuhan or the Chinese coronavirus, you're completely cool. But if you're a Republican, you're a racist, and you're xenophobic for making this about another country. So I provide a link below to my Twitter post. I'm sharing a video where Tucker Carlson actually compiled together CNN's own words on how this was referred to as the Wuhan or Chinese coronavirus, and you can decide for yourself. But for me, it's just another example of the hypocrisy of Democrats, liberals, progressives, and CNN. They're not interested in protecting the American people. They're only interested in finding ways to embarrass the president and blame the United States for something that's happening worldwide. We did not create this. It spawned in China. That's an undeniable fact. It spread from China. China responded. Europe was slower to respond, and the Trump administration has responded aggressively. And they should be celebrated for that. But of course, the mass media isn't interested in that because they're interested in building up Joe Biden for the November election. Let me know your thoughts below.